6:50 is your time on this Friday morning. Chris Taylor from Reconsume For You is here. Thanks for joining us on Friday again, Chris.
Thank you for having me, Hannah.
Well, we're doing something a little different this morning. If you're like me, many people are cutting corners any way that you possibly can, but it doesn't mean that you have to have something old in your house. You can have fun with your furnishings at home, even on a budget.
Yes, you can. And what we've got here today is your basic folding table. A client of mine said, I got this table. It was given to me. Yes.
It's my old table.
And she said, make this work. And I said, okay. Many people have folding tables already at home in their closets.
Yep, and there's a picture of what it looked like.
Yes, that is the
then.
before picture. You want to make sure when you select your table that it's sturdy, that you can remove the top, and then you're going to need some supplies. So you're going to want to have a staple gun. You're going to want to pick up some paint, some sandpaper,
okay.
And this is metal ready paint. And then you might need to keep a hammer and a pair of scissors on the side. Okay. Scissors to cut, hammer to maybe bang in those staples that you couldn't quite get in with a gun.
All right, so how did you do this? We're going to show you the after here in just a minute, but how do we get started?
The basics, you want to trim like your vinyl about 1 inch to 2 inches depending on the width of your table. And then you're just going to take and start in the center on both sides. And I use an electric gun because it's so much easier. And turn it on here.
Now you took the top off of the table first.
Oh yes, you absolutely want to take it off, measure it out,
Ooh.
And see, it's kind of loud, but trust me, it's worth it.
You're going to let me hammer them in?
Yeah, so you just want to start in the center on each side. Oh, it takes some coaxing sometimes, but you get the idea. And you just want to make sure you pull tight. Once in a while there's going to be one that doesn't go all the way down, so just show it who's boss. Okay. So you're going to do that all the way around, and when you're done, it's going to kind of look like this. Okay. Fold over the corners. This one's round, so we didn't have to fight that problem. And flip it over. Make sure it looks good. Take your table base outside, sand it down, rinse it off, let it dry, spray it up, and reattach and flip it up and be proud.
Why do you sand it?
You sand it to make sure that the paint is going to adhere completely. If you don't remove that shine, what's going to happen is that paint is going to start to scrape off.
Okay.
And
does it matter how rough or rigid the sandpaper is? Is there a specific type?
I use an extremely coarse, an 80, which is almost as rough as you can pick up at the regular home improvement store. And that's going to give you some nice deep grooves. You don't really need to go into the fine sand because this is a textured paint. So you're not going to see those streaks that you see when you start to sand it. It just gives it a good place to bite. Okay,
very good. And you said use a metal spray paint as well.
Yep, Rust-Oleum's a great brand. There are a couple out there you can pick up at your local store. You'll see that they'll say they'll work good on plastic, metal, and wood. And just follow the instructions on the back. Do it in a garage right now because it's a little too humid to do the spraying outside. That's what I did. Otherwise, that paint's not going to dry.
Let's take a peek at what it looks like now. I just saw it this morning for the first time. It looks amazing. Let's take a peek at it. There it is. Okay, so as you saw before, it was kind of a pea. It was from the 70s, 60s. I mean, it was an older table, kind of pea green. Now it's like this awesome, trendy, fluorescent color, which I have some refurbished chairs as well that I found. And so Chris kind of came in and matched the decor, and now it looks totally different. I wouldn't even known it was the same table at all. So how much did all of this cost?
Total supplies about $30. And I do want to mention that when you pick up that vinyl, you want to make sure you're picking up marine grade. That's going to keep moisture from glasses being sat on it from penetrating the vinyl. If you pick up the ones with a soft backing, it'll absorb moisture and you might be dealing with mold, and we don't want that.
No, not at all. So now I don't have to worry about coasters either. Right. But if you guys have a style issue, it can be anything. It could be something in your home, or it could be with your clothing. Maybe you have a wedding coming up, you don't know what to wear. Anything that's going on, we want to know. So log on to our KHQA Facebook page. Let us know your problem, your fashion faux pas, and you may be picked to have Chris's magical touch or suggestion or idea. So let us know, and then next week we're going to feature a viewer with their problem and their solution. Chris Taylor from Reconsume For You, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah.
No problem. Here's Tegan.